So good morning all. I'll be looking at jump 10 analysis. I just want us to follow me and then try to understand what is going on in the market based on this charts and its different time frame. Like I used to tell us, I'm a trend follower. I don't I don't trade anything that doesn't trend. You get me? So if I have a choppy market, I just stay off the market. But if I don't and have something that is trending, then that is what I would be looking at to trade. So if we look at this on a monthly time frame, we'll see that the price has been giving us a a lower high and a lower low. We have a lower high here, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, we have a lower low. We have come back again to retest this broken lower low here. If I were to make a zone out of it, I'll just draw it this way, make this zone, and then also make this one. So if you look at this, price went down, retested this, went down to break this, and then it has come back to retest. So we are looking at the price coming down as it were. So it has to feel all of this thing as it goes to the downside. But the movement to the downside will always be a lower high, lower low basis. So if I go to a weekly time frame, we're not seeing much information based on that. So I'll go to the daily. Daily has already spelled out everything. We have a lower high, a lower low, 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 a lower high, and then we are going down again. And if you watch very well, you see that we have broken even this zone. Let me use a rectangle to show it. You see that we have broken this. We have broken this particular lower low, and we are actually going down. So what I will do is I will just concern myself with this particular movement from from this point from this point 7 to 97250.84. I'll concern myself between here and here because I know that price will keep going down. You get me? So I'll go to the 4 hours time frame to see what has played out. This is that zone that was broken. Now if you look at the market properly, you see that the market has been doing a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. Let me use the 1 hour time frame to express it very well. So if I start from here, I have a lower high, I have a lower low, I have a lower high. This one is lower than this. That is why it is a lower high. And then it breaks to the downside and retested again, retested this lower low here. So we now have a new lower high. If we look at this very well, let me take out this zone and draw out a trend line. Like I used to tell us, I would draw from the last two lower high, which is this. So the first touch, we have the second touch. So we're waiting for price to come back again to make a third touch. So meanwhile, if you look at this very well, you see that our flip zone is somewhere here. Our flip zone is somewhere here. So that's where we have our flip zone. That's where we have our flip zone. So if you look currently what is happening, you see that price is coming back to the upside. So one thing must happen is either price retest this flip zone, is either price retest this flip zone and start dropping to the downside, or it breaks this flip zone and comes back to give us a third touch. And when that third touch happens, we should be expecting a continuous downward movement. So this is basically how this market is now. If I go to the 30 minutes time frame to see what has been playing out as price was coming up, Okay, let me use the 15. You can actually use any if you want to. Any of them, it will actually show. If you look at this, you see that we had, while we were going down, we're having a lower high, a lower low. And if you look at this, price actually came back here to hit this, though it didn't break it. So it formed what we call a higher high, and it gave us a higher low, which is higher than the last low that we had, and then it broke out. When it broke out, it continued this movement. So what will happen is we have this zone for price to actually return back to retest this zone, this zone. So if you are looking at it very well, if I go to 15 minutes time frame, it is more clearer. You have a higher low, have a higher high, we have a higher low, and then price went up. So I expect price to maybe sometime in the future come back again to retest this as it goes to the upside. You get me? So as it goes to the upside, So, like I just explained, we are aiming towards the third time. We are aiming towards the third touch on the trend line, or possibly the flip zone. So currently, as we talk now, the market is actually going up, and we are waiting for price to either touch, make a third touch, or this, so that it can continue going down. So this is the analysis on jump 10 as at now.